While everyone's been glued to Donald Trump's marriage to Melania since 2005, his romance in the late 90s with model Cara Young was just as headline-worthy and way more awkward. So let's rewind to 1997. Cara, a biracial model, was fresh out of a rocky relationship with gossip columnist AJ Benza. Around the same time, Donald Trump, still technically married to Marla Maples, yep, the same woman he cheated on Ivana with, was separated and clearly looking to move on. Cara was 28, Donald was 51, and according to her, he was funny and had a great personality. That's all it took. Trump swooped in, and just like that, Cara left AJ.
I didn't think I was gonna like him because he wasn't my type. I didn't think he was my type, but it just ends up happening. You clicked, yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but he was very funny and he had a really good personality.
The two became a regular sight in the tabloids. They hit up some pretty high-profile events together, Naomi Campbell and Kate Moss's Halloween party in '97, and Time magazine's big 75th anniversary bash in '98. Unlike many of Trump's past flings, this one looks serious. He even met her parents. Depending on who you ask, the relationship lasted about 2, maybe 2.5 years. But eventually, things fizzled out. According to Cara, it ended on good terms. It just ran its course, she said. No drama, no bitterness. But the timing is interesting, because right after their split, Trump started dating another model, Melania, who was more than 20 years younger. And just a few months into their new relationship, things got messy. One day, Melania walked into Mar-a-Lago and guess who was just leaving? Cara. Yep. And even though she was supposedly his ex, Melania didn't love that surprise.
Yeah, it made me angry.
According to journalist Ronald Kessler, Melania actually dumped Donald on the spot. But true to form, he turned on the charm and won her back soon after.
It was my decision. I think was just the time. I think was the right time.
Now, fast forward to May 10th, 2001. Howard Stern's show was already known for wild moments, but this one was something else. AJ Benza was in the studio, and Trump suddenly called in, a day early, just to confront him.
Did you know you went after his girlfriend?
Yes. No, I did more. I stole his girlfriend, but I didn't know I was stealing his girlfriend, Robin.
He's so new. He's so new.
Hey, AJ, nobody told me I was stealing your girlfriend. Nobody told me that was your girlfriend.
The first few minutes were tense. Then Trump threw the first jab, calling out AJ for trashing him in a book.
Here he treats me lousy in the book, but he should treat me bad. I took his girlfriend. If somebody took my girlfriend, I'd treat that person very bad.
The on-air argument quickly devolved into a string of insults.
I've been very successful with your girlfriend, I can tell you that.
You know what?
And it spiraled. Trump bragged that Cara had been very into him, while AJ tried to embarrass him by saying he cut his own hair.
No, she told me you were losing your hair, AJ, and that you're going for transplant.
It got so heated that Cara herself eventually called in. She wasn't amused.
They shouldn't fight with each other because it's something that's old, because they both have very big egos.
Then came a curveball. A caller asked if Donald had been calling Cara non-stop trying to win her back.
He doesn't call me and try to get me back.
He did not. He used to, baby.
That's not true.
He used to.
Cara, tell the truth. It's not true.
I don't want to say anything to hurt any relationship you may be in at this time, so I'll just drop that.
Eventually, Cara reminded both men that she hadn't been fully committed to either of them at the time and suggested they move on.
You guys be nice.
You know what, AJ?
We'll all get along.
Honestly, someone had to say it. Despite the drama, Cara's been pretty quiet about Donald ever since. She's only given 2 interviews about him. One to The New York Times in 2017, and another to Inside Edition in 2022. In the Times piece, she said Trump wasn't outright racist, but often leaned into stereotypes. Like the time they went to see Venus and Serena at the US Open, and he was impressed by how many black fans were there. Yikes. And in 2022, after an anecdote from Maggie Haberman's book went viral, Cara confirmed that Trump once joked she got her intelligence from her white father and her beauty from her black mother. When she told him it wasn't funny, he brushed it off. Of course.
And when he said that, you corrected him.
Yes, it wasn't like a fight or anything like that. It was just more like, don't say that. It's not funny.
How did he respond when you said, you can't say that?
He said, I was just joking. I was just kidding. I don't think that.
As for Donald and Melania, their relationship may have had its ups and downs, but those challenges seemed to only strengthen their bond. And soon enough, In April 2004, Donald popped the question at the Met Gala. They tied the knot in January 2005 at Mar-a-Lago.
Were you nervous?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
A year later, their son Barron was born in March 2006. It seemed like the perfect family picture, but with Trump, you know there's always more to the story. So, just 4 months later, adult film star Stormy Daniels claimed she and Trump had a sexual encounter.
I came out of a bathroom to find myself cornered. I don't remember how I got on the bed. It was awful, but I didn't say no.
And that's not all. Playboy model Karen McDougal alleged an affair with Trump that started in June 2006, right around Barron's birth. Trump, of course, denies everything.
It's fake, phony, fake.
And it doesn't stop there. Multiple women have accused Trump of sexual harassment or assault during his relationship and marriage to Melania. People's Natasha Stoynoff alleged that Trump pushed her against a wall and forced a kiss on her when she went to Mar-a-Lago to interview him and a very pregnant Melania in December 2005. Miss USA and Miss Universe contestants also reported harassment and assault by Trump in 2006. Trump has denied all these allegations.
I have great respect for women. Nobody has more respect for women than I do.
So for the record, you're saying you never did that?
Things. No, I have not.
Despite all this drama, Melania has stood by Trump's side. Through the 2016 presidential campaign, his 4 years in office, and the various investigations post-presidency, she's been there.
To be with the man as my husband is, you need to know who you are. You need to have a very independent life as well and supporting him.
But don't think she's always on board with him.
I'm my own person, he's his own person, and I think that's very important. I don't want to change him, he doesn't want to change me.
Interestingly, Melania seemed to vanish from public view whenever Trump's alleged affairs made headlines. In February 2018, she skipped the traditional walk across the White House's South Lawn to Marine One after the New Yorker's report on the McDougal affair. She also largely disappeared from public engagements with Trump after the Daniels news broke in January 2018.
And a guy walked up on me and said to me, "Leave Trump alone, forget the story." And then he leaned around and looked at my daughter and said, "A beautiful little girl, it'd be a shame if something happened to her mom."
Trump, always ready to defend his marriage, brushed off Stormy Daniels's and his ex-lawyer's drama as fake stuff and said it's tough when the spotlight is on Melania too. Meanwhile, Melania and Barron stayed out of the public eye during the trial.
I like to keep life as normal as possible for my son Barron, and I'm a full-time mom, and I love it.
Stormy Daniels has even suggested that the Trumps might not share a bedroom. Looks like the Trumps can never catch a break.
And you know as well as I do that if he hadn't, that it was not that I was lying, he'd have whipped his junk out a long time ago and proved that I was a liar. And
actually, Trump's 3 marriages have always been accompanied by controversy. Now, do you think it was worth it for Melania to give their relationship another chance? Was the journey through all those ups and downs a stepping stone to their lasting marriage? Or do you think the challenges hinted at deeper issues? Share your thoughts.